I'm going to tell you why, why not, what, and how to do the curriculum. The reason you do it is the reason that most people are not successful has got nothing to do with talent or education or intelligence. The reason most people fail is because they don't develop the character qualities within them. Think of the two greatest failures in the history of man, Judas Iscariot in the Bible and Benedict Arnold. You don't hear anybody naming their children Judas or Benedict. Both of those people had all the qualities other than character qualities. Both were very selfish. Both had no humility. They didn't have any of the character qualities, and that's what made them failures. Both of them were very intelligent. Matter of fact, Judas, it says, was probably the most intelligent of the disciples. Benedict Arnold was the greatest hero of the war until he sold West Point to the British. So it's a matter of character that determines whether or not you're successful or failure and whether or not you stay on top. John Wooden said talent can get you to the top, but only character can keep you there. And I think that's really true. Why not do it? The only reason people don't do it, the only reason is because it's something else on our plate. We've got something else we got to do. Not with this. This is so simple. You don't have to do anything. I'll tell you what you need. You need a binder. Every student needs a binder. Every student needs a pencil. And then I recommend that you run off one lesson a day or one page a day. You don't run off any more than that and give them to the students and then just follow the instructions. The other reason people don't do it is they can't afford it. They don't have the money to buy the curriculum or buy the things that are necessary. Well, that's not true. This is a ministry. We didn't publish this. This is free. There is nothing that costs you a penny. You can even get the binders donated, I promise you. If you'll go to places and ask and tell them what you're doing, they'll donate the binders. But the curriculum itself, you can go to developingcharacter.org, which is where you are. You can download the PDF file, and you can run off one lesson, 3 lessons, 36 lessons. You can run off everything that's in the curriculum because everything here is free. It's a ministry. We're in it to help people, not to make money. There are 36 of these character qualities. And these 36 character qualities were found in the 300 greatest leaders in the world. And it was what really made these 300 greatest leaders in the world who and what they are. Every person has these qualities. I'm talking about persistence. I'm talking about humility. I'm talking about hard working. I'm talking about honesty. I'm talking about integrity. I'm talking about patience. I'm talking about these 36 qualities. Every person has them. In some cases, they just haven't been developed. In some people, they have been developed because of parents or schools or whatever it might be. But in all of us, they may not have been developed. And that's what this curriculum does. It helps you develop them. What you actually do is you make you the best you that you can make. And that's what it's all about. I'm going to go through each day. I told you why you do it, why not do it. And there's no excuse. There is no excuse for not doing it. It is so simple. It is the easiest thing in the world. All you need is 15 minutes a day. You need a binder and a pencil and a lesson. It costs you absolutely nothing. The curriculum is completely free. What you teach are these 36 character qualities. What you do is on Monday, you begin on Monday, and on Monday you have what we call the purpose-driven day. And we start teaching the quality of being purpose-driven. You're either going to be time-oriented or you're going to be purpose-driven. You're going to have a reason to do what you do. And there are 30 lessons in the curriculum, at the back of the curriculum, on setting goals. If you need one of those, you can use those. You can use them as they are needed. What you're doing this day, though, is you're introducing the quality. In other words, if the quality were honesty, it would have at the top of the page a definition of honesty. Below that would be some type of quote or something that illustrates the quality of honesty. Now you're going to have 7 days, and each day you put a plus or a minus by how you do as far as the quality of honesty. If you're honest all day, you put a plus. If you're not honest all day, you put a minus. You don't beat yourself up. You just keep track of where you are as that quality. Now, the next part of it, you write down goals in 3 areas. We've got the 3 areas listed as academic and personal and family, but they can be anything. You can mark those out and write different areas. The key to it is to write the goal down as if you've already accomplished it. In the mind are these network of cells called the RAS. When you write something down, the brain determines it to be important. The RAS, the reticular activating sensors, are the junk mail filters for the brain. And they allow 2 things in. They keep everything out except the thing that's important to you or something that is a danger to you. When you write something down, you are saying it's important. Harvard University did a study and they found that 50% of accomplishing a goal is writing it down. But you write it down as if it's already occurred. Let's say academically, you write down, I'm going to make a 92 in English on Friday. Okay? That meets all the measurements of a goal. We use the SMART formula, S-M-A-R-T, SMART formula for goals. Specific, S. Don't write, I'm going to try hard. M, measurable. It has to be measurable. I'm going to make a 94. I'm not going to make a good grade in English. I'm make a 94. A, it is attainable. If I've made nothing but 30s all year, I'm not going to shoot for a 94. You take it a little bit at a time. Realistic. S-M-A-R, realistic. Make sure it is a realistic goal. You don't want to try to lose 30 pounds in a week. I want to lose a pound this week. Take it and be realistic. And T, time sensitive. Be sure you put a time on it so that by Friday I'm going to do this. And we start off by making weekly goals rather than making long-term goals, because weekly goals will turn into long-term goals. Okay, at the bottom, it lists a couple of questions on Monday on the quality, just to kind of get you started thinking about the quality. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the same day eventually. What you're really going to do is each day there's going to be a story. And this story is there to illustrate this quality. You may have a story about honesty, and it may have a story about Abraham Lincoln or whatever it might have, but there's a story there that illustrates the quality of honesty, that tries to help you see the importance of it. Below that are 2 or 3 questions that you are to answer. Remember the RAS. Write your answer. After you write your answer, you discuss the answer. Now, here's the way it works. Any kind of learning situation, if you listen, you remember 2%. If you listen and if you write answers to questions, you remember 60 to 80%. If you listen, write answers, and then discuss the answers, you remember 80 to 100%. So what we're going after is the 80 to 100. So when you write the answers to the questions based on that story, think about that quality and how it works with you. That's the discussion. Then you discuss it. And the facilitator has to understand it's not your job to tell them what they should know. It's your job to listen to them. Ask the questions and listen to what they have to say. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You may have a favorite story of the 3, but there'll be 3 different stories. Now on Friday is your evaluation day. Simple as it can be. On Friday, you come in and you write down how you did on that quality. if that quality was honesty this week, how honest were you? And this is not, you're not going to hand this work in or tell it to somebody else. This is for you. This is not for anybody else. We're trying to make you the best you that you can be. So you write down and you say, I was really good, or I wasn't good, or whatever it might be. And then what you do from there is you write down what you could have done better, so that you do develop this quality of honesty. To learn about it is irrelevant if you're not developing that quality. So you're evaluating yourself and saying, here's what I could have done to do better. Then you look at each one of these goals. Now, you wrote a goal in 3 different areas, no matter which area, 3 areas you chose. Whether you chose the 3 that we chose or you choose 3 other areas. Now you say, did I do what I said I was going to do? Did I make that 92 in English? Okay. If you did, you put a plus and you say, I did it because I studied Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. Here's why I did it. Okay. So you've got a lesson there. If you didn't do it, you don't beat yourself up or kick yourself. You say, I didn't do it, and here's why I didn't do it. Because I didn't study. I got on the phone and was talking to Margaret Ann, or I was watching TV or whatever it might be. And then you write down what you could have done to make it happen. Now, what that is, you're just growing yourself to be a better purpose-driven individual. Does that make sense? So what you're doing there is evaluating your goal system. Now think about this. If for 36 weeks you got in the habit of Monday writing down your weekly goals, and on Friday you got down to evaluating why you did it, why you didn't do it, what you're going to do differently, do you think you would become a purpose-driven individual? So you can teach goals. I can teach you all about the SMART idea and all about goal setting and all the stories about goals, and they're in the curriculum. But the bottom line is you got to do it. You have to do it to be good at it. So this takes you, and you do the goals on Monday, and then you evaluate on Friday. You do the qualities on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the stories and the questions, and then on Friday you say, how did I do? I'm working on being a more honest individual. How did I do? Okay, I did real well. I did this, I did that. So you start developing each one of these qualities. Now, if you develop all 36 of these qualities, and you develop to the nth degree in each one of them, are you going to be a better you? If you worked and you've become a purpose-driven individual, are you going to be a better you? The whole concept here is that we are going to make you the best you that you can be.